Hey, SEGways! Today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today, I'm going to react to a ghost hunting channel that I actually like, and I personally believe does paranormal investigating the right way. I mean, some might argue that the right way of doing it is just to stay home and not do it at all, but, you know. Today, I'll be watching Real Evidence. I could have chosen a bigger channel like Ouija Brothers or Paranormal Quest or Amy's Crypt to do this kind of video, but I really like the way Real Evidence do their videos. And also, the guys have supported my channel way back when I only had 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. Real Evidence are a testament that if you do not fake your content, you can still find an audience on YouTube. Recently, the two fellas have come under some good fortune in the minefield that is the YouTube algorithm, because Real Evidence went a long time getting low views, cause YouTube is really bloody hard. I think most people who consume YouTube just watch the bigger channels, and many of them may just assume that getting big views is just the norm. But I can tell you right now, that is far from the truth. Most content creators on YouTube are struggling, and that very much includes real paranormal ghost hunters. So please go show Real Evidence some support, and I very much include myself as a small channel, so, you know, show me some support too.
Me.
But just because I like Real Evidence doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on them. So let's roast these dipshits. Anyway, before I start watching Real Evidence's video, I have to take a moment, as usual, to thank all of my fantastic members and patrons for your appreciated support. I wanted to continue the British trend after my Really Haunted debunk, so I went with an all-British vote this time round, being Real Evidence, Moxley's Paranormal World, and Adam Mark Explores. Real Evidence convincingly won the vote. If you wish to have a say in the next vote, then please consider becoming a member or a patron. The link is in the description. Right, let's get stuck into the video, and I have to urge each and every one of you to please go check the original video on Real Evidence's channel. Please give them a sub and show them some love. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description.
Last week we had a nightmare, 4 locations, couldn't get in. 3 of them. One we did get in was thick, and I mean thick, full of black and white mould.
This is the real danger of ghost hunting. Ignore the invisible thing that for some reason can only communicate with you if you pay $7.99 for some dodgy app, or a bloody broken radio. These old unmaintained buildings are full of dangers like mould. But speaking of apps, Real Evidence don't use them. Personally, I prefer this because I think the claim that apps are speaking to the dead is frankly nonsense. Come to think of it, Real Evidence don't use many devices at all.
We've come...
There's a car coming.
Oh, car. Right, there's a car coming, so we're going straight in to the location. So yeah, guys, we've come. Ooh.
Mark and Adrian, the two fellas that make up Real Evidence, have a bit of a habit of going into abandoned buildings that are allegedly haunted. And since you never really know how abandoned these abandoned places really are, you really do need to be careful on where you end up going.
Get out. Get the fuck out now. I'm going. Who the fuck do you think you are breaking in?
The door was open, mate.
No, it's not fucking open. Don't lie. I checked it today. Don't lie. I've come down every time and I check it. Don't talk fucking shit.
Yikes.
That clip was when Real Evidence did an investigation with Beardo Get Scared. In my past videos, I very much highlighted how expensive some of these haunted locations can get. But at least when you investigate in these places, they may well hurt your wallet, but you're not going to get your actual head kicked in. So for any of you would-be YouTubers, just be a bit careful on where you pick these abandoned buildings, whether it be for ghost hunting or urbex exploring, because these dangers are real. That's a fine crack you got yourself there, Mike.
Yeah, so we've come up to Cheshire, guys. We've got this. Yeah, man, look at this. This is absolutely awesome.
I wonder how old this place is, man.
It's old. Really old. I reckon 16, 1700s.
You reckon?
Yeah. As you can see, guys, it's probably been empty for quite a while.
Don't be so sure about that.
As you can see, guys, no forced entry. The back door was open.
These guys know a thing or two about entering a back door. Oh, come on now, come on, get your mind out the gutter. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they do lots of abandoned buildings. Jeez.
Oh, the smell of this place.
Yeah.
It's kind of got my smell of my nan. That's the smell I'm getting.
As long as your nan's still alive and well, because it'll be kind of weird if she wasn't.
Oh, I didn't see that when we came.
see it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice as well, man.
That is nice. It's in good nick and all, isn't it?
Not bad. Cinnamon worse. Rayburn.
Shh.
What do you hear?
I just hear like a
I think I best stop this because I'm sure I'm making everyone watching far too horny for their own good. Control yourselves!
Cinnamon worse. Rayburn. Cinnamon worse. Rayburn. Cinnamon worse. Rayburn.
Jokes aside, I can kind of hear a noise behind the fellas chatting.
hello? That was weird. Well, that's a promising start.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't fall flat.
Yeah.
I like Mike and Adrian from Real Evidence, but in all honesty, I could have made this video about a number of other ghost hunting channels that I believe do not fake their content. Some of the bigger ones I've already mentioned earlier, but others would be 3 Spirals Paranormal, Dorset Paranormal Investigators, Ghosts on Trent, Staffordshire Paranormal, Exploring the Entity, and that's just to name a few. If there's any channels that I forgot to mention, please don't have a go at me. The list can sometimes just end up getting too long. For all these channels I just mentioned, I'm going to put them all in the description. Please go subscribe to them and check them out. I believe that we in the debunking side of the paranormal community really should be supporting ghost hunters who do not fake their content. And I'm not trying to dictate to anyone what they should and shouldn't watch on YouTube. I'm really not preachy like that.
Shame on you!
But I will say that if you are like me and you're sick of channels lying to their audience and scamming them with false evidence, then we really should make an effort to support the smaller channels that are keeping things real.
It's a nice place, man.
Yeah.
It really is a nice place. I'm sure it will cost a fortune to do it up, but it's a real shame that it's been left like this. So anyway, the fellas go check around downstairs and then they venture upstairs.
Shit. I just heard it again. Got a woman going,
You sure it wasn't me?
I don't know. You make women noises? Or?
I can do it if you want.
This is what real paranormal investigating is. They were honest and debunked themselves. They must have realised that Adrian made that noise after a discussion off camera and just included it as text in the video. If every channel was as honest as Real Evidence and the other channels I listed earlier, there would be very little need for debunkers.
I don't know what, I really like beams.
Yeah,
There's something about beams I really like in a whole house. Just gives it like loads of character.
Yeah.
I would make fun of him saying this, but to be honest, I like those old beams in English houses too.
Like all the doors up here look old as well. Everything's just... Well, not all the doors. There's one over there that's new, but that one's old. That's a new one.
Although I do like Real Evidence, I gotta ask, is there any known history of this place to indicate that it could potentially be haunted, other than just its age? Of course the house is very old, but do we know if anyone even died on the property? Or for anyone who actually lived in this house that has claimed that it is in fact haunted? The fellas did say at the beginning of the video that Exploring the Entity, as I mentioned earlier, they are another trustworthy paranormal investigating team, that they have also investigated in this same house. So I suppose that's something to go by. But still, I do think these are questions that need to be asked.
They had quite good taste in lampshade here.
This is turning into the worst episode of Grand Designs I've ever seen.
I just noticed those curtains are not long enough for the window.
Oh, God.
Good a reason as any to pack up and leave this place abandoned.
So yeah guys, that's the little tour of the house.
Tonight's location.
Yeah, awesome. Really looking forward to getting going on this.
Let's fast forward to the actual investigation.
We're going to start upstairs and work our way down to the basement. And fingers crossed, as always, we get something.
Fingers crossed.
So we've had a good walk around. We've had a good look around this house. And a very nice house it is too. So my name is Adrian.
And my name is Michael.
And we are Real Evidence.
And we've come here to see if there are any spirits in this house. This lovely house. That would maybe like to communicate with us.
No!
If you are here, can you please do something to give us a sign that you can hear my voice?
Don't ever think I'm a
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you don't have to do it right now. You can do it in a minute. But if you would do something...
You can tell these guys are used to waiting long periods of time before anything interesting happens.
So if you can make any kind of noise, knock on something, tap on something, speak to us, shut one of these doors, open the curtains. Just to let us know that you're here.
The problem with this approach is that when you broaden the line of communication as wide as literally anything, then literally if anything does happen, no matter how small, you may well interpret as a ghost. But if you specifically say, bang on this door right here, if you wish to communicate, then if that door does bang, the chances of you chalking that up to being a coincidence is far less likely. However, I do understand why Real Evidence are doing this. Many of their videos, little to nothing happens. So I understand why they broaden the line of communication pretty much for their own sanity. Because sitting in a room by yourselves with literally nothing happening for God knows how long drives you mad. But this is what real paranormal investigating is like. It's not like Oh My Gosh, where he claims to see a full-bodied apparition within 1 minute of him hitting the record button.
I saw what looked like a man standing here.
Or whatever shit CJ Fasion comes out with.
Whoa! What? You just something slapped my face!
Bullshit.
Or Twin Paranormal.
Lots of people can't top this, man. It's bullshit.
Or take your pick on whatever bullshit ghost hunting channel you want. Real investigating of the paranormal is mostly boring. And I guarantee you Real Evidence themselves will be the first to tell you this.
Now we travel all around the country looking for signs of the paranormal, but so far, like we always say, we've not had anything concrete as evidence yet to prove that the paranormal is real.
I want to take this opportunity to clear something up with my stance on the paranormal. As big a skeptic as I am about ghosts, I have always said that I want to be proven wrong. I know I make many jokes about channels who ghost hunt, cause I just think it's a bit of a silly hobby, but I have done it myself a fair few times now. As much as I have poked fun at the pointlessness of ghost hunting, when it's done seriously, or if you treat it as a fun hobby, I cannot really fault it. It should be fun. And if you're seriously looking for answers on one of the biggest questions that's always been on the lips of mankind, I think it's fair to say it's worthy of searching for answers on this. But in saying all that, I'm still going to make fun of the whole thing all the same because, you know, I am the side-eye guy.
So if you could give us a sign that you are still here with us.
God, give them a sign you were ever there with them.
Now you probably think, what are these two Burks doing in my house?
Yes.
Yeah. The door was open, we didn't break in. We just come to say hello. We're not going to do any damage to the house.
No, not at all.
We just want to communicate with you, if that's okay.
Manners matter.
Could you please knock on something for us? Perhaps like 2 knocks, like this.
Stop banging.
If you don't want to communicate with us and you don't want us here, then please feel free to do something prominent that will scare us out of here.
Something significant, if you'd be so kind.
Don't go half-assed with them here, ghosts. Give them some of that paranormal activity treatment.
As you can see, we mean no harm. We're just a couple of idiots, really.
This is why I want to collab with these guys. I'm an idiot too.
Let's get Adrian's favourite device out.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so I've just put a device on the banister here on top of the stairs. Now if you can't make any noise for us at the moment, you could come close to this device here. In fact, I'll put it here and I'll move away in case you don't want to come near me.
Because he's got a cold.
Yeah, because I have got a cold.
A nasty cold could be the death of these ghosts.
There we go, that should give you enough room. If you could go up to that device with the green light, it should flash different colours. And that'll let us know that your energy is here.
That does not make sense.
If it works. Which we don't know. It's just all theory. But if you could make it flash when we're asking you, that'd be very interesting for us.
Well said. I can't disagree with any of this.
Or if you don't like it, you can just push it. Push it off that banister.
Boring.
Or could the lady of the house come and say hello to us? If that's possible?
Probably not.
We would really and truly just simply like to know if there is life after death.
Yeah. We're eager to know.
Maybe most ghosts don't like spoilers.
We've been doing this for a while now, and my scepticism is slowly growing.
Growing along with his insanity.
Well, nothing seems to be happening in here.
No, it doesn't.
So maybe, as I thought I heard something downstairs earlier, maybe we should have a look down there.
Yeah, we can do.
It smells like a really old place. You know what I mean? Like if you ever go to like a castle or something like that, it's got kind of that real old smell to it.
That smell will probably be catching up with me before long.
Please just come and say hello to us.
Alright boys, chill out. Don't come across too needy with these ghosts. Maybe try playing hard to get.
I just felt like something just touched my hand.
I didn't do it.
That's holding this camera.
Really?
It felt really fucking cold. Sorry if you don't like swearing, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can fucking hear ya. Apology accepted.
But it just felt really cold on my hand.
Strange.
Like something tried to touch it.
If this was the average kind of channel I would react or debunk, I'd say a personal experience like this was probably bullshit. But since I think real evidence are trustworthy, this is making this part of the video all the more interesting. You see, Twin Paranormal, this is what happens when you don't cry wolf every single bloody video.
Wankers.
Pretty much every single ghost hunting channel needs to build trust with their viewers, and that's exactly what Real Evidence have done. So, am I saying these cold touches are all paranormal? Not at all. And I'm sure Real Evidence would say the same thing, but it is interesting all the same.
There's no breeze here, is there?
Don't think so.
I mean, all the windows are intact.
Yeah. It's not like them curtains aren't blowing about or anything.
I appreciate they instantly look for a rational explanation on how they felt the cold.
Just by some long shot, is that you trying to give me a sign you're here? Is that you trying to touch my hand?
How about no?
Could you do it again, please, if I hold out my hand?
No.
This is a bit weird, guys, but we need to start trying everything here.
Yeah.
You're in an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere trying to talk to ghosts. Holding a hand out like that is probably the least weird thing I've seen all video.
It is strange.
But it's also, I mean, it's not like there's loads of like cobwebs about or stuff like, you know what I mean?
No, it didn't feel like a cobweb. It felt, I don't know. It felt like if someone got an ice cube and just put it right next to my hand. Didn't touch my hand, but you could feel the cold of it, if you know what I mean. Strange.
Interesting.
I mean, it's probably nothing. I mean, I'm holding the camera with that hand. It's probably, you know, the blood circulation getting cut off to my finger or something by holding the camera, but it was just strange. I've never felt that happen before when I hold the camera, so...
Imagine the noise levels we would hear if this happened in a Sam and Colby or a Project Fear video. Fuck me, if this happened to Mo Sargi, it'd probably be enough to get him possessed.
But unfortunately, if that was you, it wasn't significant enough for us to class that as paranormal, unfortunately.
What is the deal?
We are literally going to need something distinct.
Something amazing, yeah.
Couldn't agree more. We need to see something otherworldly to believe in otherworldly things.
I just hope when we did the walk round that we picked up that noise that I heard.
The noise itself we kind of heard, but we got this out of the whole thing, so I'm happy.
And now I'm getting the cold on the back of my neck. Like something's blowing on my neck.
Mike did say earlier that he has a cold, so maybe with him feeling unwell, he's getting cold shivers. But that wouldn't quite explain why he's feeling it on very particular areas on his body. But I thought I'd just bring up Mike not feeling great as a possible explanation.
I mean, I am next to a window here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I can't feel no draft there. No, because I'm getting it again now, and I'm not even by the window. Why is that? I'm fucking getting stuff blowing in my ear.
Really?
Yeah.
Not here.
Come and stand over there.
At this point, Mike, I'm starting to wonder if you got a ghost trying to shag you.
Please do that to Adrian if that's you doing it to me. Make him go cold, blow on his neck, or touch his hand. I'm still getting it stood here, mate. It's like it's following me around.
Poor Adrian, rejected by a ghost. Well, I suppose the two of you get rejected by ghosts most videos, don't you?
Got him!
Oh, well, I hope it does it to you, because people are just going to think I'm talking shit. Must be a breeze or something, or some kind of draft.
It does feel cooler over here than when I was stood over there. All of a sudden, my nose is cold all of a sudden.
Your nose is?
Yeah. But then it might have been before and I just didn't take... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're looking for it now.
Yeah. I just didn't take no notice of it.
These two are pretty level-headed with all this. They acknowledge the psychology behind feeling these things, and I have no doubt they think they're feeling what they feel. But there's only so much I can hear a couple of blokes telling me that they feel a bit chilly, so let's just skip the rest of this bit.
So we've come into another room. It's probably the dining area, I would say this was. You hear him banging?
Yeah, I could hear something quite faint.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. What the fuck is that?
Do you hear that?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You gotta whack the volume up, but yeah, I can definitely hear banging too.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Could be the pipes, I suppose? I have no idea if a place like this still has access to running water. I guess it could be anything really. But again, this is interesting. And this is the thing with real paranormal. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating or anything. Most of the time, it's boring as piss. But when shit does happen from a team that you can trust, then it becomes far more exciting, far more interesting, and far more scary than any known fake ghost hunting channel who just screams and overreacts over just about everything.
So we just heard some almost knocking, banging, thumping kind of noise. It wasn't very clear.
No.
We're not too sure where it was coming from. So if that was you, would you be kind enough to do it again, please? A bit louder.
I'm going to leave the video here. Yeah, on a cliffhanger. If you want to know if Real Evidence hear those bangs again, and what happens for the rest of their investigation, please go check out the rest of their original video, and give them a sub while you're at it. It was nice covering a channel where I don't have to watch out for fakery. So, if you enjoyed my video reacting to Real Evidence, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Right, I'm off to enjoy the rest of my day because I actually enjoyed this video. Ta very much. Cheerio!
Make a wink and a laugh, he'll make you feel alive.